Welcome to the General Leadership Foundation. Leadership advice from America's most trusted leaders.
Welcome to the General Leadership Foundation. I'm Matthew Fritz. Thank you for joining us for this 200-second soundbite. I'd like to share some thoughts on the topic of leadership courage and my insight on why courage is a skill. Richard Branson's first business venture was a mail-order company started with funding accumulated by handing out leaflets outside of concerts. A 15-year-old Bill Gates ditched school in Seattle to develop a traffic measurement system. Colonel Jimmy Doolittle led 80 men and 16 B-25 bombers to barely leave the deck of the USS Hornet on a Tokyo raid in 1942. And a little girl took on a wicked witch and saved all of Oz, despite the efforts of a self-doubting lion. A common thread binding these four stories can be summed up in one word: courage. Personal courage and your ability to face what you fear can be daunting, especially if the personal choice to be courageous is not popular. Your credibility and your brand, in some cases, your honor, is built upon the level of courage you choose to enact. The same is true whether you're on the battlefield trail, the yellow brick road, or on the path to the C-suite. Courage is a choice made under stress. And such choices have never been easy. Take, for instance, Richard and Maurice McDonald. In 1948, they completely closed a boomingly successful restaurant in San Bernardino, California. They did so based on an educated intuition that they could serve their customers better. They fired the car hops, ripped up the floors, and closed the operation completely. And in the process, they mechanized their food preparation operation. The streamlined process that they created had the end goal of producing quality food in record speeds and affordable prices, and they succeeded. Their courageous move reaped amazing success, allowing them to expand, selling 21 franchises and 9 outlets across Southern California. Enter 52-year-old Ray Kroc. He'd been selling multi-mixers to the McDonald's brothers so they could churn out shakes for their increasingly hungry crowd. In 1954, he traveled to San Bernardino to see what the brothers had been ordering so many shake mixers, and he had an epiphany. What started out as a conversation with the McDonald's brothers about opening up more restaurants ended up with a signed contract to begin rolling out the franchise nationwide. Today, McDonald's is selling hamburgers to over 46 million people a day from over 34,000 stores around the world in 121 countries, and it's a marketing symbol known by everybody. Now, both the McDonald's brothers and Ray Kroc displayed courage, but the results were dramatically different. The level of success that they experienced by each of these gentlemen can be derived from the level of risk each was willing to take, and the boldness of vision each was inspired to follow. The McDonald's brothers displayed visionary courage and followed their informed intuition to make an uncomfortable choice in closing their doors. What was born revolutionized their business. Ray Kroc, however, displayed leadership courage through his obsession with the potential of the brand, and what was born revolutionized the restaurant industry. Each of us has the ability to find within ourselves a motivation and a drive which can compel us to face adversity and grow through an obstacle. While your courageous moment may not be taking a hill on a battlefield or breaking into the hamburger business, you face obstacles daily which provide you with the ability to test, learn, and then reapply the lessons you require to stretch your courage in new directions. In her book, The 10 Traits of Courageous Leaders, Susan Tardanico says demonstrating leadership courage can be scary. However, this is exactly the point. It's precisely the kind of behavior that fosters trust and sets a crucial example for others to follow at a time when they'd rather hunker down and wait for the storm to pass. The example you set for yourself, for your team, your family, and your community may be exactly what it takes to conquer the next fear, hamburger, or wicked witch that stands in your way. Your yellow brick road is waiting. Thank you for joining me for this 200-second soundbite. Let's continue the conversation on generalleadership.com. Leadership advice from America's most trusted leaders.
Thank you for spending 200 seconds with us. Please register at generalleadership.com to keep the conversation going. We look forward to growing with you.